As investors, the need for accurate data really goes to the heart of everything that we do. Without it, we can't invest effectively or efficiently. That's especially relevant when it comes to sustainability, and it's that critical need for accurate data that's brought me here today. Hello, Mark.
Hello,
good to see you.
Lovely to see you. Come on in. Tom, this is Nikolai.
Nikolai, how do you do?
Pleasure.
So we're here to talk about this paper that we wrote called Emissions Gaming, which I think you've both seen. And essentially the paper states or sets out how the potential for gaming is really very significant when it comes to greenhouse gas emissions. So the bedrock method for accounting and reporting greenhouse gas emissions is a thing called the Greenhouse Gas Protocol. And what we did was we explored the method, and it basically describes, you've got the 3 scopes of carbon. The protocol lays out for each of those scopes various methods and approaches and data sets that it's perfectly okay to use under the rules. But if you do that, our estimates suggest that you can get a rosier picture, let's say, of 4.6 times if you use one data set, and up to 6.7 times if you use another at different methods and approaches.
We need meetings like this where we gathered various stakeholders around the table to be able to discuss challenges that we're all facing. Different stakeholders see things differently, and so the ISSB and other organizations need to hear these different views and different challenges so that we can adjust either through education or guidance and even changes in the standards in the future.
Accurate data on the greenhouse gas emissions is important for the scale of the opportunity these companies have. I was up in northern Finland last week and I was seeing a company called Wärtsilä, who are the largest maker of 4-stroke ship engines in the world. They've invested a lot in the last decade to make sure these engines can run on zero carbon and low carbon fuels. But those fuels are more expensive than normal fossil fuels. The measurement of the emissions and the price of those emissions is really important because they basically end up inflating the price of the fossil fuels, which makes the zero carbon fuels a more economic option.
If you don't have a unit of account, i.e. you don't really know that $1 is $1. $1 could be $4.6 or $6.7. Clearly, it's very difficult to price risk. And really, investment is largely to do with pricing risk. The accurate pricing of greenhouse gas emissions is really, really critical. And at the moment, it's very varied. And so I think a lot of investors are really struggling to put it into their models in a meaningful way.
This needs to happen to create the accuracy that we as investors need so that we can direct the capital to the areas of the greatest impact.